Hi, it's a short little video on how to get your posts seen more and get more leads coming in. But you've got to check a couple of things first. First of all, if you come across on your profile to the top right here, is it in here? Settings, and then go to settings, and then go to privacy settings. What you want to got to make sure here is it's seen by the public. It's up to you if you want people to see your friends list. I've got it only me because I don't want people to see me friends list. Who can send your friend requests to everybody, who can see email address everybody, who can look up your phone number everybody. So I want to be contacted, to be quite honest, but the most important one is to be public, because it's no good doing this if you can't be seen by people outside, people you know. So that's the first trick. The next one is you actually better if you change your Facebook profile on your group and also on your page quite regular, because that brings everything back to life. And now Facebook's introduced, if you're looking at us on mobile, you'll actually see different profile pictures as I've put on. I've actually got it set for 20 hours. You can set it for different times, so that'll revert back to my normal one, but it just gives a little bit of interest. And if people looking on mobile, that's going round all the time, so it catches people's eye. So first of all, this is on my Facebook page, but you can actually do it in groups, which is even better because you get people bumped. But you've got to before you actually do anything, you cannot just take all the time, you've got to give. So if you're in a group, go and find some people in the group, like their comments, and make the group very interactive. But the first thing to do is get an interactive post going. So I've just done one today, and you can just see, you ask a lot of questions, and then people are going to come back with different answers. And there's a trick to that as well. And another little trick is when you first launch it, what you've got to do is like it. But then after a few minutes, unlike it. And then come back about 10 minutes later and then go in and love it. Every time you're doing that, it's getting a boost to go against the Facebook algorithm, so you actually get seen more. So that's the first thing to do. And then as people come in and answer the questions, I'll show you how I've actually done that. So Jean, as I said, anti-clockwise. I didn't reply to her. I actually put another message and tagged her, so that actually it come as another reply. So that gets another bump in the Facebook feed because it's a different one. And obviously she's come back and liked that. Now I'll go and also love that. So that gets another little bump up the algorithm as well. Martin's come back with a different answer. Then I've wrote a little bit about Martin, and then a little bit more, and carried on a little bit of banter. So that gets seen more as well. Jennifer came across with a different answer. So I've liked hers. I now love that. I'll say wow, because it's different. So that's getting another bump. But again, I didn't just reply to it. I set it up as a separate one and tagged her to come back. Jennifer came back with a different answer. So again, put a different reply, not reply, started a new comment. And another one there came through, and a different comment. So that'll go on forever. So you'll just go on and on and on. Every time that's happening, it's getting your profile seen more than anybody else's, because it's seen as an active profile, not an inactive profile. Now the next one is an advert to put in your group or your page. So this is an example. Now what I want you to do when you do it is change it a little bit. Now we've done interactive posts before. When somebody's coming in for a reply up there, I'll just move that out of the way so we don't see that. But we've done interactive posts before, but if you can and they've worked just by themselves by posting that on your timeline. But if you do it with a picture as well, that's going to give you even more. So some people focus on the picture and some people focus on that. But what you can actually do with this is change this bit and that bit. So you can have, if I could show you how to earn, in my case there, £499 to £2,001 without getting out of bed, would you like to see it? Type yes in the comments below and we'll show you. Now you could change that to different figures or without, whatever it is. So you can play around with them two titles in there, shuffle it around a little bit so it's a little bit different, but keep people's curiosity. Now these on a group, you can keep bumping this for months, but I'll just show you some answers that's come in the first seconds, and it's quite interesting. Now when I first launched it again, I liked it, so I've loved it this time. I'm going to unlove it, and I'll come back when I finish doing everything that to put something else. So that's going to give it a bump as well. So Richard said yes. So to get it started again, I put that again. If you would like to know, just type yes in the comments. So Richard came back and put a comment. So said a private message Richard. And that's that one done. So moved on. Jeremy came through. Again, I didn't reply to him. I started a completely new thread, private message Jeremy, and I loved it. I'm going to change that now to, no, come out of that. I'm just going to take that to a like. So Alan's come back. Private message. Yes. So again, I didn't just reply. I put another one in. And I went back to Jeremy had sent it. And this is interesting, like, because this guy isn't connected with us on Facebook, so he's just seen it in the general news feed. So the more you actually get your post going, it doesn't just get collected to you, it gets connected to people you don't know. So obviously I'm a friend of John Fraser, but he must be a friend of John Fraser, so he's picked that up. So the more interaction you can actually get, the more it gets seen. Especially in a group, it's getting bumped, and then you can actually put something in at the bottom to get it. It's going mad now. There's quite a load coming through there. So that's actually how to do it. So I'll just go to the top again, and I'll wow this one. So that's how you get a post really going, and keep. You can actually put that back in the bottom again to keep it bumped up in the group. So that's a trick to getting your post seen more often. What I'm going to do is in a more detailed video on little tricks to make sure your profile's getting seen as much as possible as well. So if you built your group up, you've got to make it active. So it's no good a dead group if you're not interactive with people in. So the first thing you can do is get some of these puzzle things going, because that gets people really involved. So what you shouldn't be doing is bombarding them with like, do you want to join, do you want to join, do you want to join. There's lots of fun in there, so he actually gets to know you a lot. And then when you do a post that it is looking for people to join, keep the curiosity in there, not telling them very much, so they just want to get some interest in there and sort of build up a bond with the people. I'm not going to quote the examples of the people that I've done, but I've built up bonds with people for like over nearly 2 weeks now before somebody's actually come back and then said something. So it really does work, but if you just posting all the time, you'll not get much back. You've got to get your group or your page very interactive. I'll also put on here or there. It's if you want to edit the video, the app's called Pick Play Post, and that'll just upload it, and you can put different pictures on there, and it's quite easy to do. So if you get stuck on doing that, I'll do another video. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you like the video, just like it if you see it on YouTube, on Facebook, and then share it with your team and get them to understand this, because the more active you are online with your group, the more orders and the more new people are going to actually join your team. So I'll speak to you soon.